Bienvenidos. Soy la Bruja Espinada and I am here with a very special full moon message. Let's get started. So remember, at these special readings, I do the clarification slash wish fulfillment slash yes or no question, your wish question, whatever it is, at the end. So remember to think of one question that you want answered, yes or no, and we will do that at the end. Also, after that, I will be pulling the law of attraction to see what is being pulled to you at this time. So let's go on with our reading. When asked what is being illuminated for the watcher during this full moon, what came out was the Knight of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, and the Three of Pentacles. This is a lot of good energy things. So the Knight of Pentacles has a lot to do with something coming in, some message, some news. So news is coming in for you guys at this point. And what it has to do with, it has to do a lot with transitioning. It has a lot to do with money. It has a lot to do with finances. Not just that, but transition. Something is happening. There has to be some type of movement that's coming in for you at this time, or that will be coming in for you at this time. And it also has to do with like loyalty and practicality, solid foundations. So whether it has to do with relationships, be it with friends, family, lovers, or if it's to do with your work or with money, good things are coming. There's movement, there's change that's happening, and it's for the good. And this is reinforced by the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups has a lot to do with emotion. It has a lot to do with love. But in this case, it could also be having to do with your passion projects, any type of like connection that way. So just be aware that there's something new, because it's the Ace. The Ace has a lot to do with new beginnings. So something is changing for you. And it has a lot to do with whatever it is that you're most passionate about at this moment. Be aware of that. It's being illuminated for you at this time. So just be aware of that. Along with that came the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles has a lot. It's good things. It's things that are building. It also has to do with creative development. So think about it. New things, transitions, creativity. There's a lot of things that you need to develop at this time. This is being illuminated to you right now. There's a lot of new things that are coming in. New things, passion projects that are moving into your life right now, that are moving with you as you're making all these changes. And they're good things. Things that you need to start, and it's telling you need to start developing your skills. You need to start and this is also encouraging you that right now is a really good time, that if there's something that you've been working on or been trying to build, right now is a really, really good time to start moving forward the things that you're super passionate about, and start putting it out there. Start putting it out there, whether it's to build connections with business, to seek investment, to make connections. That's one of the things that's been illuminated to right now, that you need to start moving. Quit sitting on your ass. Right now is the time to move. And it's things that you are passionate about, whether it's love, whether it's work, whether it's money, whatever it may be. Right now is the time to start making movements. Whatever you're building towards, movement is happening, and it's all for the good. It's telling you to do your best, to promote yourself, to promote whatever it is that you want, that you're striving for. Right now is the time. You just got to get off your ass and start moving towards it. Things that you're truly passionate about. So, on that note, what does the watcher need to leave behind in the shadows of the past? So remember, it's the full moon. There is no shadow. Technically, there's no shadows, right? That it's all being illuminated right now. So what needs to be left behind? Once all the shadows dissipate, what needs to be left in those shadows so they no longer hinder you? What came out was the King of Wands, the Moon, and Death. I'm going to start with Death. Death has nothing to do with dying except for your bullshit. That's what's dying. That's what needs to come to an end. That's what you need to just bury, is all your bad habits. All the bad habits of doubting yourself, all the bad habits of not putting yourself forward. There's a lot of transition, a lot of change that's occurring right now, and you have to be open to it. But you have to let go and let all your bad habits die. Now, not only does that transition and change, is that coming in, but you also have to get rid of a lot of old attitudes and a lot of old behaviors, a lot of old patterns. It's no longer working for you. That's what this card is telling you. You know what it is. I don't have to find it for you. You know what your old behaviors are. You know what your old patterns are. You know your old way of thinking. Things that aren't serving you, that have not been working. It's time for change. The Moon. The Moon comes out when there's a lot of illusion. And it has a lot to do with emotions as well. So in this sense, if you're letting go of old patterns, old ways of thinking, things that no longer are working for you, it's this illusion that you maintain that that's the only way that there is. No, follow your gut. This also has a lot to do with intuition and feelings. Follow your gut. And especially right now, you got the Moon card during a special reading of the full moon. This is telling you that you need to start listening to your intuition. There's something that's pulling you a different way. Movement, transition, change has to occur. This illusion of, oh, this is the only way it can be done, obviously not. This is telling you that you need to let go of that and start following your gut, that there is a possibility for better things. What needs to be left behind, especially when it comes to this illusion, the King of Wands came out. The King of Wands is actually a very positive card. It has a lot to do with self-confidence. It has a lot to do with being that boss, because it's the king, right? Gender roles also set aside. It's a leader. It's a sovereign. It's someone who's the head of the kingdom. They are not, they don't have it. They can't be afraid. Doesn't mean that they aren't, but they don't have the luxury to be afraid because they have to run the kingdom. And that's what this is telling you. You need to let go and leave behind the illusion that you're not good enough, the illusion that you can't handle this shit, the illusion that, oh, this is just gonna end wrong. Cut that shit out. Negative thoughts lead to negative messages arriving to you, leads to negativity coming to you. You open your way for negativity, it's just gonna be drawn to you. Let that shit go. Cut that shit out. Cut out those old patterns. Release and leave behind those illusions and be confident. Right now is the time to be confident. Leave behind your low self-esteem. Leave behind your insecurities. Leave behind that negative way of thinking. Leave behind all the toxic baggage, all the bullshit. You need to stand up, be confident that you got this shit. Now, on that note, we have the spirit message from the animal spirit guide, and what came out is the panther spirit. And the panther spirit says, reclaim your power. King of Wands, self-confidence. Go of the illusions. Let go of the old patterns, old behaviors. Accept change. Bury that old bullshit. Now, it's a panther. The panther is a powerful creature that doesn't need to chase its prey, doesn't need to assert its dominance in the way that most other big cat creatures do. It lurks in the shadows, and it doesn't have to fear being seen, because regardless of it, if it is, it has the power to get what it wants. Now that's what this is telling you. Spirit is telling you that you are braver than you think, but you're hiding in the shadows. You have this illusion that you can't do it, but you can. Bury that thought process. Now, it also says that you need to start to stare down your fear. 4, Spirit trusts you, so be brave and trust yourself. If Spirit trusts you enough to carry out this movement, to accept all these new beginnings that are happening for you, because abundance is coming and you have the ability to, develop. You have all this like creativity, you have all these amazing ideas and thoughts and products and whatever it is that you're putting out there. Spirit's for it. Spirit is all for it, but you gotta let some shit go first. And you gotta start accepting that you need to be confident enough in yourself to hold up what it is that Spirit is endorsing for you. Spirit's endorsing you. They're endorsing you whatever it is that you want. But you need to put in the work of letting shit go. Kill it off. Shoot it dead. Now, think about your question. Think about it. We're going to answer it right now. Yes or no? What is your question? What response do you have for the watcher? 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 This is the sign. This is the sign. So, this is the sign. That's what Spirit says. This is the sign. See right there? This is the sign. Quit it with the illusions. Look how it doesn't serve you. This is a sign. Now, what's being attracted to you at this time? What is being attracted to you at this time? What is being attracted to you at this time? What is being attracted to you at this time? What is being attracted to you at this time? What is being attracted to you at this time? What is being attracted to you at this time? What is being attracted to you at this time? What is being attracted to you at this time? Follow your bliss. Follow your bliss. Do what inspires you. Creativity, new direction, heart meets mind. No fear-based decisions. And paradigm shift. New experiences integrating. Now, materialization, growth, expansion, progression, cycles, change. I am making this shit up. You just saw it recorded right here. This is what Spirit has for you. And it's been illuminated for you at this time. I hope this resonates. And I'll see you guys next week.